Oh, hey. How's it going? Scott Balkum here from Imagination Creation Films, and tonight I just figured I'd do a little live streaming on a Thursday night. Been trying to do it all day. Well, not all day, but all evening, trying to get this working, trying to get an A and a B cam working, and it has been very challenging. But I think I've got it worked out for the moment, and then yeah, I have some equipment coming because I want this to work right. I want people to enjoy and have a good interactive time. And the only way to do that is to get a couple of things. Got new top-down camera. Oh, look at that. Streaming my audio. And that isn't that special. Yeah, this is oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. No, that's not an issue at all. No. You know, let's just tie a knot and everything. That'll be cool. Yeah, we'll just set that off to the side because, I mean, hey, we're not using any of that stuff anyway. This, yeah, that was a bad purchase. I'll just put that on the floor. Tony Edwards. Hey, Tony from Sydney. How are you this evening? Everything going well for you? It's been real fun for me trying to get my live stream going right because whoops. See my point? I've been trying to get multicam going here, getting proper multicam, not webcams, and getting the audio working. Oh, am I peeking out? I try not to peek there. I've had to order some gear to get this to work, and it hasn't come in yet. And it's been fun. But hey, look, it's super bright. Wow, that looks great. You know what? Let me just do this. Nope, still too bright. Let me adjust that. There we go. At least people can stare at money. You know, I didn't think I'd be live today either. I actually started 4 hours ago trying to get this working, trying with these little captured devices. Let me switch back. I keep forgetting. Trying to get these little capture devices to work. And for whatever reason, with the way that they function, they don't like having two of them on the system. And so every time I would connect the G7 up overhead and then the GH5, I'd lose audio. Or it would take the audio from here. I could never get it to work right. I mean, right now, it is horrible in how it's actually working. I'm using the, let me switch here so we can, I'm using the H4n as an audio interface because it can go through USB over to my MacBook Pro because the MacBook Pro does not have an audio in anymore. That's genius. And since the audio interface is not working there, if I have two of those capture cards at the same time, you know, it is something. But how are you doing? What's going on in your world? How is Sydney? Sydney, you know, that's a place I actually want to visit. So many people have gone there and said it was just an amazing place, amazing people. I want to come visit. I keep switching. I need my live view right in front. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could do that. Put it right there. Yeah, I'll do that next time. So is the, let's see, is the stream going okay now? Let's see what we got here. Stream health is video output low, but that's because I'm not moving, right? It's not dropping any frames. So we should be good there. It's damn hot. How hot is it? Actually, y'all are Celsius, so I'll have to convert it in my head. But I know y'all have had all kinds of like problems in Australia with flooding and the heat. And how hot is it there? Because let's see, you're southeast. Isn't that where Sydney is? So yeah, I guess well, I would think that would be cooler, but maybe it's your summer. Yeah, I guess it's probably the end of your summer now. That's my guess. I have never traveled outside the United States, and this year I'm going to change that. Well, maybe next year too. But So what are you working on? What's new in your world? Man, it's like 11:45 here. I didn't think there'd be anybody on, but you never know. And I always pick the perfect times when the other side of the world comes on, and I'm happy to talk to anybody. I don't care. It's Friday at 3:34 p.m. It's been around 30. It's like 95 degrees. Is that Fahrenheit? Let's see if we can pull that up. Let me Google that for me. 86. That's not, whoa. That's not good. Did I lose my, there we go. That was interesting. Because I typed a W. That's 85. That's not that hot, actually. We get, let's see if I can pull that up without bringing the browser up. Let's see. F2C. Here in Austin, we get to 38 degrees Celsius, so it can get a little toasty. Oh, humidity. Yeah, I understand that. I used to live in Houston, which geographically is southeast and further towards the Gulf of Austin, and it doesn't get quite as hot, but the humidity, it's always 90-something%, and yeah, hottest 122. Okay, you win. I cannot imagine being in 122. I think the hottest I've ever been, it was like 112 in Las Vegas one time that I was there. And I said, you know what? That's why they had air conditioning inside. I'm just going to do that. But man, if it was 122 and you had humidity, oh man, that's not good. So what are you working on? What are you shooting these days? What's interesting in your world? What did I do with my other? Right there. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for my YouTube live dashboard. Air conditioning and beer means stay inside. Yeah. I'd be enjoying a beer if I didn't have to get up in like 5 hours. Well, I'd probably be enjoying more than one beer. Couple of YouTube videos. What's your topic? Is it secret? Can you share? What? We got 3 people watching. Who's all out there in wonderful live stream world? What is going on? I didn't even clean up. I've been so frustrated tonight. Man, I mean to tell you. So I got my. Nope, that's too bright. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. Looks a little better. Who else is out there? Say hello. Come on. Step right up. Still not doing too bad. It says I'm streaming at 1080. And I've given it 2.5 megabits of internet upload, which... Hey, Tyler. How's it going, man? How you doing? Where are you at this time of year? This time of week? Oh, let me guess. You are in Seattle or Connecticut. No, there's nothing in Connecticut. Well, hockey. Where are you at? Tony says, I'm pretty boring and it's based on photography and my journey into video. Well, you know what? That's a great journey, man. I love that journey. In fact, I do it all the time. No, I mean, going from photography to video is far easier in my mind than going from video to photography, because you work a long time in photography to get a very nice shot, and to translate that to video, you can get to that speed where if you're in video, you're accomplishing a lot of shots. I don't know. Maybe I've never gone the other direction. I just feel like it would be more difficult. Sorry to disappoint. You're in town, dude. We need to go ride the boards. My extended battery for my boosted board comes tomorrow, so I can like ride this fat torso around for an extra couple of miles. So what your Tony, your journey? What when did you start it, and how far along are you on your migration or adaptation into video? Tyler, I imagine you're spending some time with the missus and the dog to say hello. Oh no, are you doing South by? You no, if you were doing South by, you'd still be out. Had a few shoots here in town this week. Leave Tuesday for Pennsylvania. Oh, Connecticut. I was close. I mean, it's kind of a Northeast thing. Pennsylvania. Yeah, that'll be nice. Hey, Tyler, are you going to NAB? I'm getting kind of pumped for NAB. I don't know how to, man. I want to change my latency so that it's faster for you guys, so that it's not delayed so much, but they said it would give you guys a worse video streaming experience, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to disappoint. No, they weren't for South by. I need to start scoring some jobs here locally. I need to up that game a little bit. Who else is on? We got one other person that's kind of lingering out there. Did a very short college course on editing. I now have just purchased some mics for interviews and ordered a gimbal. Oh, nice. Which mics did you get? Rode? Pretty sure it's Rode, isn't it? Come on, Australia and Rode. Yeah. No, those are good stuff. Which gimbal did you get? Tyler never. Well, yeah, Tyler, you're not much of a gearhead. Tyler, you're more of a just put it in front of me and let me do my job. So kind of no holes barred, get it done. So yeah, I guess it may not be. I mean, I do it now. It's probably 50-60% networking for me. I just love the interaction with people. Hey, Will, how you doing? My subs are slowly climbing. I don't know what it is. I look at other people's channels that are like similar to me that like just started and they're already up to like 1,700 subscribers. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I just don't know how to get my my subs up. I just slowly just kind of chip away at it. Video using a G7. Cool. So you got what? Oh, did you got the that was I need to go 1 year. I for sure would like to do the social aspect, Tyler, is it's just awesome. I love it. Tony said I had the Rode Video Mic Pro, but now I got the Boya. That's right. You said that Sunday, did you not? I have bad memory when it comes to streaming text. So two people can hear or can wear the lavs. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we talked about those. Did you got them now? So is it are they working out? No people going. I plan on starting to make videos soon, and I'm going to put it on my Instagram. Nice. Jordy has 700 subscribers. See, Instagram is another one of those that just boggles my mind. I don't understand what I need to do to keep Instagram people. I was on a point where I was posting some stills from a lot of my nature shoots, and I was posting 1 or 2 of them a day. And I thought these were fairly nice. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just horrible, and that's the problem. But I would gain like 5, 6. I got like additional 20, I think, over time. And then they all just went away. I mean, I guess I couldn't post fast enough. Maybe I'm just tagging it wrong. I don't know. Hey, did you see my new chair? Check this out, man. I got a footrest and everything. This is nice. Let's see. Let's switch over to my. Well, I got nothing to show. What do I have to show? Let's see. Do I have, you know what? I need to, oh no, it locked up. Well, fine. So much for that camera. That one, the G7 has, since I was trying all afternoon trying to get the audio working or get everything working, I think the battery has died. So yay, one single it is. Let's see here. I'm still testing them out. I am also with you, and even though I'm at the beginning of my journey, I can't figure out how to get viewers to build a community. Man, I wish I had some words of wisdom. I would imagine if I had words of wisdom, I'd probably have more than 777 subscribers. Although that's 777, and I'm going to Vegas in a month. Huh. Maybe luck is with me. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, Tyler, I think you should go, man. Well, not this year. It's probably a little late to plan to get the better deals, but yeah, you need to go hang out. It's just a bunch of guys and gals that all just want to do and talk about the same thing. Just kind of hang out, and it's kind of like Masters of Motion in the evenings. It's just nonstop. I love that. Let's see here. Tony testing them out. Let's see. Start video soon. So, one thing you can start playing with is vertical video. You can have a lot of fun because Instagram is all about the vertical video because, well, I guess they just decided when they created that, hey, we're going to be for phones only. But shoot some vertical video and put that on your Instagram. Also, you can take a vertical tile and put 3 widescreen videos on there. So you can put your logo in the middle and have 2 videos playing on top, or you can have a logo on top and bottom and video in the middle. You can have a lot of fun with that format. I picked that technique up back in December, actually at Masters of Motion. I was pretty impressed with that. Let's see here. Tony says he's only one of 50 subscribers. Well, if it's any consolation, Tony, I think your videos are really cool. I just checked out your channel. You've got yourself a new sub. You know what? Let me pull up somewhere. Let's see. Let's do the Google. Oh, look at all those. Lots of. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if I pull this up over here, and I go to the Googles. I think I can do web browser. Nope. That's failing. Window capture. Google Chrome, new tab. Oh, we can do that. Let's see, we can scale that out. Yeah, that'll work. That way I can pull up people's YouTube. Let's see here. YouTube. Come on, fill it in for me. Really? I've never been to YouTube on Chrome? Please. Oh, that's right, because... Hey, look, I'm live streaming. Let's see here. So we were looking for Tony Edwards. No, we were looking yeah, Tony Edwards. Yep. What is your let's see if I can match your icon up here. I can't match your icon. Let's see. You have a face in. Which one are you? That's not you. That's not you. That's not you. Huh. What's your channel name? Let me find it. See if I can see go to channel. Oh, maybe I can do that. Open a new tab. Oh, there we go. Did I misspell it? No.
Hi, and welcome to Art and Photography, where everything just clicks. My name's Tony Edwards, and I'd like to welcome you.
Got it. Okay. So let's just... Why are you not showing up at all here? That's a little weird. Tony Edwards. Filter by channel. There's a lot of Tony Edwardses is it here. I pulled you up here. Let me just do this. That, and that, and there. Okay. So that should take me to... There we are.
Hi, and welcome to Art and Photography, where everything just
Can't
clicks.
click on that. I gotta click
My
on
name's
here.
Tony.
So let's see here. Let's go back to here. So Tony, what's a good video you have? Let's see here. Hey, look at that. There we go. We can show. Let's see. Bill says you can go to channel. Yeah, I learned that one, Bill. Just like 1 minute ago. Tony Edwards Photography. That's why it shows up just as Tony Edwards here. Up here it's photography, but here it's Tony Edwards. So let's just wait. It shows 49. He doesn't have 50.
Hi, and welcome to Art.
Let's do this. There we go. Now you got 50. So Tyler took 50. Okay, you got 51 now. So what are we doing here? The Panasonic G7 review. Well, first off, before I do this, hey, Tony, do you mind if we watch your videos on here? I don't want to automatically assume that I can and then put it on here. I just want to do the right thing, so I won't do that until you say that. Classic Man Channel. Hey, I'm thinking of getting a slider for my camera. I saw your review of the Kessler slider. Do you have any suggestion of anything good, affordable besides that one? Okay, Classic Man Channel. I'm going to throw this at you. I want you to just kind of think on it for a bit. Your camera is high end. Your camera is for the long haul. So I would highly suggest you don't look at a slider that is inexpensive. That being said, do you have a budget in mind of how much you want to spend? And I can try to point you in the right direction. Sure, we'll just go quiet. Tony, hang in there, buddy. We're going to help you out. We got you 2 subs. That's more than I got today. So Classic Man Channel do around the same price. So which slider? So Kessler has a lot of different sliders. I think the slider that I did a review for was actually their shuttle dolly. Is that the one you're talking about? Which is a much bigger unit than just a slider. So much so, somebody had just asked me to take a picture of how I have it in the case, because they couldn't get it to go in the case. So I did that, but here I come. Is this the one you're referring to? Because this one is more of their top of the line, but a full-sized dolly. Well, full-size portable dolly. Let's see here. Tony, we're going to get to your channel here in just a minute. Around the same price Uh, Dimitri, hi Scott. What will be your advice for people with tight budget? I want to shoot videos and photos. Currently have a Nikon 7100, which is kind of awful for videos. How much Nikon glass do you have? And secondly, are you happy with the Nikon camera itself? Because I'm one for, if you're comfortable with something, then I'm not going to recommend you jump out of a brand. I mean, I shot Nikon for years and switched to Canon, and now I've switched to Sony. And I mean, it's not fun to jump out of that. So let me get to that one. Yeah, Tyler says save for Kessler. So Tyler, Kessler has a lot of different products that are sliders. So you have the dolly, which is it's actually not the most expensive. The Cine slider is their most expensive slider just because it's built like a tank. But they also have one called the Pocket Dolly. And the Pocket Dolly, let's just do this. So I still got you here. Let's see. So we're going to do store.Kessler crane. And I can tell you, I think right now that this, don't hold me to it, but I believe right now, if you fill out a survey for Kessler, you can get 15% off of any purchase. So that might be something to consider. So here's your Pocket Dolly. V3 is the one you want. So this one starts at $669, and then it's good for about 15 pounds max. So that's why I say, be careful there, because I mean, you're going to buy one and then you're going to say, I wish I'd have bought this next one. But you get 15% off of that. I mean, that's a bit of a savings. The Cine slider right here, this is the one that's back here, and this thing is amazing. It's capable of 50 pounds. Oops, I got to remember to move. So the Cine slider is this one back here, and this one is good for 50 pounds, and it's the one that's built like a tank, and it starts at 1,069 here. I mean, that's a solid slider right there, especially for a red. You're gonna want something that's beefy, that's gonna hold out over time. Then there is, I'm gonna learn this. Then there's the shuttle pod. No, we don't want that. We want the shuttle dolly. Where's the shuttle dolly? That's slider store. Shuttle dolly, I think, is like $11.99 for their starter kit. This thing is, I think it's rated for 125 pounds. I can tell you that I have had this dolly on 9-foot rails with, hold on, I keep clicking on the wrong thing, with the Pocket Jib Pro, which is right here, it's a jib arm that's heavy duty. I had the red on the head, and then I had to have like 55 pounds on the tail end of it to balance it. And I was doing a complex slide with a jib up, and it had no problems handling it. I mean, that is what something that is, built for the long haul, like the shuttle dolly. That is, I mean, really what it's designed for is just continuous use all the time, heavy loads. You never have to worry about it. I mean, there's several options there. There's some other brands out there. They're okay. I mean, I'm not going to badmouth another brand. There's several of them out there. They're just, there are innovators and there are copycats. And there are some other brands that are innovators. I mean, Matthews makes a really nice slider, but it's about 3 times the price. So think about that. Let's see here. Where is my, there we go. Dana Dolly is used on a lot of sets as well. Yep. So the Dana Dolly, I had one before this here. I had the Dana Dolly with the hi-hat kit, which is their, I think it's their plus, and it's a great dolly for this form factor. I mean, it's almost exactly the same size. The difference was it was built in such a way that you could take the wheels off and set it down, and you had a small hi-hat that you could operate your camera on. And it was fine. I had no problem with it. The main reason that I wanted to go to the shuttle dolly when they came out with it was because of the motion control. And actually, Dana is just now teamed up with someone to do motion control. I'm trying to remember who's that brand, but they actually have a motion control for that as well. So, I mean, don't sell yourself short of options either. Let's see here. So, live dashboard. We've got 5 on here. All right. So we're going to go back to Tony. And let's see here. Yeah, I mean, they got a sale now. I mean, I don't know how much money you have to spend and how soon you're looking to make that purchase. I mean, if you got the shuttle dolly, I mean, the $1,200, and then you can get the 15% off, you're not going to be done. You are going to have to buy a couple of things to get that work. You could use that shuttle dolly on the floor, on the ground, but you wouldn't be able to just rig it right off the bat unless you had some good shorty stands. Let me grab one. I'll show you. So these are the Matthews slider stands, and they're basically, what are they? I think it's a low boy combo, and it's a very, very short stand. As I just knock everything off my table, and then you insert the top of the dolly plate for the rails up top. And then you have the ability to have it just like 25 inches or so from the ground. So that allows you to place it in the right location. So that's something to consider. The Cine slider, which is this one right here, I've got it mounted on these 2 cheap, I mean, these are super cheap. They're so cheap, I got them for free, tripod stands. And it's solid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this configuration here. So, I mean, if you have the $1,000 for the 3-foot, this is the 3-foot here. It comes in, I think, a 2-foot. I think you can get it a 2-foot, 3-foot, and a 5-foot. There are times I wish I had the 5-foot, and there's times I'm glad I had the 3-foot. My recommendation would be to save up enough and buy something that would be on the quality level of your red. I mean, don't I think the term is house poor, where you buy a really expensive house and then you can't afford to furnish it. So you bought a very expensive camera, and don't put yourself in the situation where you're just buying junk to make it work, because it's not going to help you in the long run. So how about that? All right, so let's go to Tony here. Wait, Tony, you still here? You didn't drop off, did you? And make sure you're still here. It's not going to be fair to look at your channel before then. Let's see. Okay, in 1 week. Let's go to web browser. So, Tony, you've got it. Can't click there. You got a channel trailer. That's good. 168 G7 review. Yep. Nikon mirrorless. Okay. Giant softbox in the sky. Unusual unboxing. Quality of light. Ooh, quality of light. Let's check that one out. Yay, he's here. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Art and Photography. My name's Tony Edwards. Thank you so much for joining me today.
I like your shirt. I want a shirt like
I'm
that.
excited about this episode because it actually kicks off where I'm talking about the components of photography, and hopefully at some stage
I like your telephone too.
Series,
I've got that same telephone back over
the
here.
camera from auto onto manual, and at that point you'll be taking complete control of the photographic process.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's start at the very beginning. So we build a really good, solid foundation. Firstly, what is photography? What does photography mean?
Yeah, that's good.
Photography is actually a combination of two words. The first one being photo, and the second one being graph. Photo simply means light. Graph, to draw or to paint. So as a
Hey, you got little graphics popping up. That's cool. That's better than I do.
Now I'm talking about outdoors photography.
I always get into post and I'm like, nah, I just want to get the video out.
Quality of light. Quality of light is going to make a big impact on your images. So when's the best time to take photos? It's actually early morning or late afternoon. You'll hear people talk about flat light. That's generally in the middle of the day, and it's those times when you go outside, and you may have experienced this where you have to actually squint because the light is so bright. It's flat, but it's really intense. Colours look washed out. That's what's referred to as flat light. Golden light is early morning, so about the time of sunrise, all the way for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. The same thing at the other end of the day. So at sunset, about an hour and a half to 2 hours before sunset, to a little bit after, where you get that afterglow. They're about your optimum times for doing outdoors photography. So there's an easy way of judging when is the best time to be doing this. Just simply look at your own shadow. If you have an elongated shadow that stretches from you, then it's a great time to have your camera out and be taking photos. If your shadow is quite close or directly below you, then that's a really bad time to be taking photos because you'll actually be in flat light. So as the sun goes overhead, your shadow comes closer to you to directly underneath. So that's the way.
I'm just typing as I go here.
The best time, as I say, is when your shadow is stretching right out from you. Anyway, that's the first component of photography is actually light, because we draw or we paint with light. If you've liked what you've seen in this video today, please leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please click subscribe, which is just down below this screen. When you do, you'll see a little bell appear. Click that and you'll always be notified of any videos that I upload. And also, please leave a comment and I will always comment back. Thanks very much and bye for now.
Well, apparently the exclamation point switches my my web browser. That's kind of cool. Perfect. Yeah. No, that deserves a good comment. I like that. I like your get back to me here. There we go. I like your pacing and your discussion and your examples. That's nice. That's cool. That's only got 47 views. So let's look at that for a second. Let's pause that. Let's see what is going on here. So I'm gonna switch back. My browser. All right. So 7 of 20 suggested videos are from this creator. Average view duration is 1:36. So they're not getting very far in your video. That yeah, that's kind of short. I mean, my average is about 3 minutes, which a lot of people's is somewhere around 3 minutes. I don't know, just do something at the beginning to kind of just like grab their attention. Maybe a couple of examples, like a before and after. Say, you want to know about the difference between this shot and this shot, and try that. I mean, you're on to the right topic to get your message and your you have the heart of a teacher, as you can tell. You're trying to share, and I mean, always, there we go. Always, I mean, I love teachers. Teachers are great. That's how we all learn. And everybody has something to share. And so use that heart of the teacher and get some examples, kind of draw them in right up front. I think, before and after, or like a midday picture and a sunset picture of the same person. Maybe it's just a selfie out there, or just a time-delayed exposure. But just something to say, do you want to know the difference between this and this? Let me explain. And then you can start talking about the shadows. I think you could definitely get a lot more engagement that way. And then I'll see how you treat my comment, because you need interaction with your comments. That's how YouTube gets their algorithm going on you. So always give people a thumbs up if you like their comment, and give them a little heart too if you really love their comment. And I always try to reply. It helps with that engagement. Let's see. Let's get back here. I do like your phone though. I have the same phone back here. I love old phones. That looks like a Epson wide format printer. What is that? A Sigma lens back there? Sigma telephoto? What is that? That's hard to tell. I think I need to stop just sitting. I don't know. I like sitting. I sit all the time. I try to sit as much as possible. It's kind of fun. Let me look at what else you have on here. Head on Photo Festival, Nikon mirrorless rumor. Let's talk. Yeah, I have that same lens. I love that lens. No, wait, 150 to 500 or 150 to 600 or 150 to 600, right? Or is that big? Or is that big one? Yeah, that might be. Let's see here. Your G7 review.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Tony Edwards Photography. Thank you very much for joining me again today. I've been trying to make a video about this new camera for a little while now. In fact, I filmed an unboxing.
Yeah, so you just got the new microphones. That should help you quite a bit, because you definitely got some room audio. Here's some other thoughts for your audio there real quick, as soon as I can find what I did with them. And they are around here somewhere, but I want to show you these. And there we go. And give you a tip that will help you out quite a bit. So see this right here. This is called a sound blanket if you pay a lot of money for it. It's called a moving blanket if you didn't pay a lot of money for it. They're exactly the same thing. It's basically just a stitched and padded. It's got some heavy kind of a, I don't know, I want to call it like that rubber underneath carpet kind of in there, but it's really thick. If you would take this and stretch it out and lay it on like the floor or anywhere that there's a hard surface around, you're not going to be able to do it on your desk, but anywhere else, that will help cut down on that room reverb as well. And then with your microphone getting it closer will help quite a bit. I bought a bunch of these. Sorry, I got the tickle in my throat. I bought a bunch of these on Amazon. Sorry. And they come in weight ratings per dozen, I think it is. They start as low as like 35 pounds per dozen. You don't want those. You want anywhere between the 55 and the 110 pounds per dozen. And I think they cost like about $150 for a bunch, or you can just buy like 3 or 4. That'll be plenty. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them hanging on this wall right here, just to kind of help cut down on the echo in here. And it does actually do wonders for cutting out that echo. That will help on like your G7 review. And you got 75 views on that. That's pretty good. You've got, let's see, your average duration is 239. That's better. You're getting comments. And you're replying. Good for you. Yeah, that's cool. Your lighting, is it possible? I don't know how big your room is. Yeah, moving blanket. Yeah, that's really what it is. It's just a padded blanket. I mean, you could use a comforter, but you might get in trouble if you take the nice comforter and put it on the floor. But these moving blankets are designed specifically, just you throw them on top of like a dresser when you move it. That's what they're for. But I mean, you can find them on Amazon called moving blankets. Just all you need is probably 2 would make a difference. They're about the size of I don't know, a queen bed, so they're probably 2 by 3 meters. Well, then you won't get in trouble. I don't know. Well, you might get in trouble with yourself, but also your lighting on your. Yeah, I'm not trying to be critical. We're just talking. That's all. All I got to do is just chat because it's like it's 12. Oh wow, gotta get a battery. My charger real quick. It's 12 o'clock at night, and I didn't know if anybody would be on, so I just figured we'd just chat about whatever we can chat. Let's see here. Plug this in before. It's the first time I've run this laptop down. All right. Let's see if I can charge it. Oh, I gotta go around over here. There we go. So, yeah, if you can pull your desk away from your blue wall a little bit, it might help. I got trapped here. I don't have this tucked into my shirt this time. It might help get you a little more separation from that wall because you're kind of blending into it, and you can actually kind of feel a little of that blue kind of coming onto your skin a little bit. So if you could separate it, that'd be cool. And then, I mean, cheap things you could do is if you could get a lamp like you had in that other video, put it on the floor behind you. Probably is about the best place you can do it. If you can move your desk forward a little bit, put that lamp on the floor right behind you and turn it on. That'll create a little halo behind your head and help separate you from that background a little bit. So that is, I mean, that could help. Also, put some trinkets on your desk. I mean, well, I mean, these aren't trinkets, but I mean, have a little fun with you're having fun with your shirt, so have some fun with your environment. Your wall back there, I don't know, is that just blue seamless paper? Maybe have a little fun back there. Tape a photo of the day or something back there. Just something to break up the blue. Oh. I feel you nodding. I can feel it all the way over here. But yeah, I mean, anything to get you separated and to give the audience a sense of who you are. Looking at this, the audience goes, "You're a mess, Scott." Well, yeah, kind of I am. But you want to kind of have a little bit. Let me give a prime example. Let me just walk over here. I have this and this and this and this and this. And these are all sitting around, and I have tons and tons of stuff. I mean, if you look at the videos where I sit in my nice little leather chair back there and chatting, I have like a Mr. Bill in the background. I have like a backlit typewriter. I mean, just little fun stuff. Here we go. Get him a little going there. Just anything to kind of give character to who you are to your audience, because they don't know you. Little spider. I have this idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to shoot a vlog on film because I don't think it's been done. It's probably been done before, but I don't think it's been done very often. But I think it's going to be fun to just, hey, how's it going? I'm going to do it. That has been my goal for this year. Let's see. Okay, so what else is going on out there? We still got 5 people out there. Dimitri, I only have 2 good lenses, Nikon 50 1.8 and a Sigma 18 to 35. That's a good lens. I'm happy with its photo performance, but really upset with video. Okay. Is it the Sony that is only good universal system now? No. You can adapt a Nikon to a Sony, and it'll be fine. Your Sigma is great. The problem with your Sigma is it is a APS-C sized censored lens, which means it won't cover a full frame. So if you get a Sony, you can't get a full frame. If you do, you would have to then shoot it in Super 35, which may not be the end of the world to you. I mean, Nikon is not horrible in their video. I mean, they're not known for their video, but they're not horrible. Birdie Gilbert, who makes like 3 really great vlogs a year, and I believe some of his is shot on film. All right, so Birdie Gilbert. Yeah, I was just trying to think of something fun to do for me that just kind of get me excited. Oh, yeah. I know a Birdie Gregory that works at National Geographic. Bertie. I'll check that out. I think it's a great idea. Go for it. Yeah, I'm going to. The sad thing was I get so caught up in gear. I was looking. I've got this 8mm. This is a good one. But then I started looking at 16mm. And then it started to get out of control really fast for a couple of vlogs. So I'm going to shoot it on 8mm, and I'll probably use like the H4n just for audio. Let's see here. Tony, I'm diverse. That's all I want to be. I just want to, I believe it's not about the gear that makes you a good storyteller. And the one thing that I'm good at telling a story this way, I think, but I'm not really good at visually telling that story yet. And that's what I've been working on. So I mean, yeah, the G7 is a great camera. It's right up here with the battery dead. I can't change it out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with different gear. Be versatile in what you're doing and shoot various stuff. I don't want to be tied to like the red and say I can only shoot on red. That's silly. Give me whatever you got and I'll shoot that way. That's what I'm trying to teach myself. And this is like core right here. This is you can't reshoot that. And I mean, you get 3 minutes and like 10 seconds, I think, is all you're going to get on a reel of film, and you better do a good job because you got to wait 3 weeks to find out if you did, and then spend $100 and something. Yeah, this is Super 8. I got this one about a year ago. I haven't shot anything on it. Not yet, but I bought the film. I've got it. And it actually works. Yeah. I like it. I was looking at the Bolex H16s. The problem there is that to run film on it now, they only make Super 16 film. They don't make regular 16mm film anymore, and the difference is 16mm is perforated on both sides, where Super 16 is perforated on one side. You can't just stick one in the other, so you have to convert it, and it was getting outrageous pretty fast. Let's see. So Dimitri, you've got good your Sigma is a good lens, and if it's for Nikon, I mean, you could still get a Sony, convert to Nikon. That would be okay. You can also you can convert a Nikon lens to a Canon. So that is also an option you could do. Yeah, I mean, so Sony to me is it's back there. So Sony to me is the best bang for the buck for photography. That's like high end, because like that A7R2 and the other three, that's 42 megapixels. It's not a high end camera, but it's a higher end camera. I mean, for like shooting, like getting entry level, getting in there and being able to do both. Yeah, the G7, I love that thing. It's amazing. Going more towards video and less about photography, the GH5 is really good for that. Canon, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of Canon right now, just because they've just been so slow with market. I mean, honestly, you can buy a G7 right now, Dimitri, and I mean, it's $500 or $600 depending on what day of the week it is, and I mean that gives you a great 4K camera you can start working with right there. You can convert your Sigma to the GH or the G7, and that will give you a pretty phenomenal lens for that camera. Also, with that, the crop factor on the G7, that would end up being like a 35 to 70. So that wouldn't be a horrible option, the G7. Let's see. Need to try an 850 below your Sony away. Yeah. The guy, Preston, who was on last Sunday, he's a big Nikon shooter. He loves Nikon, and they've got some good stuff. They really, really do. I'm hooked into Sony right now just by size, batteries, which they just replaced all their battery formats, so I'm not really that tied. I've got all the remote controls for them all. I mean, I've gone from the A7S to the A7S2 to the A7R2. I've had the A6500. I've had a lot of the different Sonys, and I can get around their menu system pretty well. And I'm really pleased with the night sky time lapses I'm getting with the Sony. I hear the A7R3 is even better. I shoot at about 3200 ISO on that A7R2, and I hear you can go like 6400 with no problem. And I've also heard that about the Nikons, that they have pretty good light bucket capabilities. So yeah, what else is going on, people? The stream seems to be holding up. That's good. I'm gonna play with stuff. That's what I do. You want an apple? It's not real. Don't eat that. Let's see. I think the letdown with the D850 is it doesn't have a swivel screen. And swivel screens seem to be 95% vloggers and 5% awkward positions. And I will say that about the Sony is I hate that it doesn't have a flip out swivel screen. It has a pop out screen, but that's not cool. I mean, this is not a hard technology to do. I mean, the G7, $500, has a pop out swivel screen, and it's touch screen, something Sony doesn't even know how to do either. Is the Nikon touchscreen? It's not touchscreen, is it? You just think they would, I don't know, maybe they would spend a little more time getting some touchscreen in there. So who else? We got 5 people out there. Who's all out there? Is Dimitri still out here? About Classic Man Channel, you still out here? You're in Atlanta, I believe. Let's see what else. Until I started doing video, I didn't think much about the swivel, and yes, it is a touchscreen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Oh, there you are. Yeah, I mean, swivel comes in handy. I'll give it to. I mean, if you're a vlogger, if you want to see yourself, or you're ever shooting by yourself, then the swivel screen is the best thing to have ever because it's lightweight. And another option, if you're on a gimbal, then the pop-out screen gets it away from behind this, so you can actually see what you're doing. And in that case, yeah, the swivel pop-out screen is king for that. I can't type as fast as you can change topics. Bring it back. Tell me what topic you want to cover. I'll go right back to it. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. I can change topics pretty fast, but I'll come back. So, Classic Man, you said you're about 2 weeks away from starting yours. I saw your 50. So you bought I think it was a Canon, wasn't it? You bought Canon Cinema Glass 50 millimeter. And that is something, I mean, it's great. It's a good piece of glass. It's got a very nice look to it. That's one of those that with your camera, you can do stills glass and be 90% there, and you're not really throwing your money away. I mean, I've had some cinema glass here. I had the Schneider Xenons, and I really like them. They're beautiful lenses, but I could buy more Sigma stills glass than I could the cinema glass. So, Ready Rig straps back there. How do I like the Ready Rig? I like the Ready Rig. I like the Ready Rig for long shots and long days. I don't like the Ready Rig for short shots. Or anytime there's the opportunity to be able to just set the movie down, I don't want the Ready Rig on because I will. It hurts in a completely different way. I mean, if you're going to hold that Movi Pro for like 2 or 3 minutes and then set it down, 2 or 3 minutes and then set it down, I wouldn't bother with the Ready Rig. If you're going to have to sit there for a long while with it on, then yeah, the Ready Rig is awesome. And I got the GS, which has the telescoping, larger capacity carbon fiber rods. And yeah, it's pretty slick. You can borrow it if you want. You can try it out. You're local. I know where you live. Well, kind of. I've seen your apartment on your vlog. Crane M is due next week for the G7, which I'm so happy with the video. Yeah. I spent, I think I showed it on Sunday where I had the G7 with the 8 to 18 on it, which is super, super, super wide. That I got it to balance with no problem finally on the Zhiyun Crane Plus. And man, it's a little busy runner. You can run around and get some amazingly still or stable shots just because it's so wide, nothing shows up. It's cool. Okay, so you're getting the 24. You're getting Classic Man channel. You're getting, hey, Jason H. How are you? Are you getting the cinema glass? I think those will be the last glass I will get. Yeah, I mean, the cinema glass, I mean, I like the Canon's cinema glass. It's nice. It's probably not the one I would purchase, but it is nice, and you're not going wrong with that. The only thing I would say is with those 2 pieces of glass that you have, you could have 7 or 8 pieces of other glass, of stills glass, and be okay. Using, if you're going to use follow focus, use these wide open camera lens gears, which I did a review on them. Well, not a review, it was a giveaway. No, I did a review on them. In fact, I need to give away some more of these. I'm going to have to do another video here real soon. I've got 2 more packages of these to give away. Some of y'all could be lucky winners. Yeah, put these on stills glass. I mean, it feels great. You can use it with follow focus. I mean, that's what's on here. This is the man. All this work to get This chair doesn't have a circular foot base. It has just a front base. So this is the Sigma 18 to 35 on the red here, and I've got, you can see the lens gear right there, and it's beautiful. It works. It works really, really nice, and this lens is beautiful. And you have the Scarlet W, if I'm not mistaken, so this will fully cover that entire the entire sensor. So, and this is only $799. So that you get an 18 to 35. That covers everything. That is, I mean, that's worth looking into, definitely. Oh, that's so heavy. Let's see here. You shoot 80 to 90% on easy rig now, and I do Movi 10 to 20%. Yeah, I played with the easy rig at NAB like 3 years ago, and that was when the Serene came out, and I liked it. I don't know what it was about it. I just didn't feel like it was worth $3,500 for the easy rig, and then another $1,500 for the Serene. It seemed like a lot of money, and the Ready rig was like $2,600. I'm cheap. What can I say? You think you will rent for the other project? Okay. Yeah, the city version. Okay. Jobs. Yeah, Tyler, if you want to borrow the Ready rig, just let me know. I'll run it over to you. You can borrow it for a while. Let me know what you think. Tony, we're already lucky because you're giving of your time and knowledge. Well, thank you. I like to help. I like to have conversations. That's, I mean, anything that I can, I will help. Anything that can't get my feet on here though. I mean, anything that I can do to help other people, because this is something that back when I was growing up, back when I was first trying to get into this, there was none of this. No one shared. The only thing I could ever get was American Cinematographer magazine, which is a great magazine, by the way. And so I couldn't get those techniques and learn all the little things. You had to go out there and make mistakes yourself. So, yeah. Jason H. got a Blue Bug drone, an Econ H9 action cam, an Asus laptop, and some cheap filters. Literally the economic version of everything you guys are talking about. Okay, we'll let you slide, but don't do yourself a disservice and start cheapening out. Just save a little bit. And I mean, you got some toys to play with now, so you can really kind of learn everything that you need to about it. Now start saving for your next purchase, whatever that is. Get something really high quality, and that way you'll have it for the long term. Matt Bolton Music. How are you, Matt? Really enjoy your Sprinter videos. Huh? Building a battery system with a battery-to-battery charger from Sterling, and your video was very helpful. Thank you. First Sprinter person to come out on my live chat. Thank you. I am really, really happy for the film people. Just pause for a moment. I'm going to talk about my Sprinter van because I love my Sprinter van. I'm really happy with that battery-to-battery charger. Also with the new Sprinters, and you can't take off too much load off the alternator or the computer will shut you down. This thing was great. The only negative to it is when it kicks on full charging, it has a fan in it that it kind of sounds like a small vacuum. It's fairly loud. If you put it someplace though, because like I have it back, I mean, you saw my van, it's behind kind of a plywood board, but it's open towards the front at the moment because I'm still constructing. But if I have anything sitting in front of there, it just kills that sound and it's fine. So far with that charger and my solar now on the roof, I have not had any problems at all keeping charge on there. Just by normal trips that I'm driving and sitting for as long as I have been sitting, it's great. And that Sterling charger, it's only like $400. it's nice. Yeah, if you're building it from Sterling, click on that link and buy it that way. Eh, give me that little affiliate love there. I need to do another update on the van. It's, I mean, I've been using it. I haven't been modifying it much. Plus, it's winter time. I didn't really want to build much more right now, but it's starting to warm up, and it's starting to get to be Milky Way season, which is my favorite time of year. So I got to be building some cabinets here very soon. That'd be cool to check out, see how I like it. Yeah, Tyler, anytime, just let me know. My only connection with Sprinter vans is that I drove them during the Sydney Olympics. I like them. Mine is no powerhouse. It is quite underperforming. I don't know. Down there in Australia, y'all might have those other. Y'all don't have the emissions like we do. We have two engines in America, and now it's really just one. It's just the V6 diesel. Mine has the 4-cylinder. I have one of the last 4 cylinders that they brought into the U.S. and it is not going to win any races at all. In fact, I kind of have a laugh every time I'm sitting in a spotlight or a stoplight because I'm not getting anywhere anytime soon. But you know, I get fairly reasonable fuel economy. I mean, even with all that stuff on there, the brush bar on the front, I mean, I'm getting like 20 miles per gallon, which I think is just fine. Matt is going to buy from your link. There's a mom and pop battery shop literally across the street from my home, and I feel like I got to give. Yeah, I do that. That's fine. I got a problem with that. I always support anybody you need to, and yeah, mom and pop is always a good choice. Super easy to hook up. They tell you in the manual that you should, for efficiency, run a negative also from the battery. You don't need to do that. The ground is plenty efficient. So I just ran one. I think it was a 4 gauge. I think is what I ended up, because of the length. It may have been 6 gauge. Just one from the battery to the charger, and then also, if you saw the video where I had the switch on the back side of the charger, you definitely want to put it on the front side of the charger if you want to be able to disable that. You can have them on either side. That's cool too. The switches are actually only like $20, so it's worthwhile. But putting it in front of it will keep it from ever sensing anything, and that's good. Let's see. Yeah, so what else is going on, people? Matt Bolton Music, where are you from? I have not had anybody from Sprinters on here. I'm just kind of excited. I get a lot of watches on my electrical overview and my backup camera. Other than that, nobody pays attention to my Sprinter. Oh, Sausalito, California. Nice. Nice area. You got current version of the Sprinter, or you have a older one, the before 2007 or after 2007, and then also, what is it, 2016 and above? Everything's even more difficult because there are airbags everywhere. Put my first baby vid up on my. Get my phone. Jason H. putting videos out there. How's your transition to video doing there, Jason? Because you were not loving it at first. Yep, okay. Yes, I got it. Thank you. Okay, and Instagram. Hey, we're just gonna do a live Instagram right here. I should be able to hook this up actually. Let's see, Jason H. Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Why are you not in my feed? Come on. Slow. When did you post it? Let's see if I can get. There we are. Okay. Time lapsing. Well, it's not showing. Is it? Wait a minute. What am I missing here? Just now. Simulcast to Periscope. You know, I was looking into that. The problem I have with, I live in the country, as you may have seen on some of my videos. I don't have the best internet out here. I've pretty much maxing out what I have. And I believe, because I was looking at also streaming to Facebook as well, each one is its own stream. And I think it might kill off the streams, not have enough. What? Where'd it go? Andrew Kramer. Hey, Andrew Kramer's got a new tutorial. Come on. Is it the time-lapse one in like the coffee shop or the old? What? I hate Instagram. It's like gone now. Ivanhoe. Search. Ivan. There you are. Yeah. Coffee shop. Let's see here. I can pull it up. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Oh, yeah, okay. No, not gonna let me pull it up there. Should have sound. Oh, yes, it does. So on the coloring of it, I'm not a fan of that. So don't. It's not worth anything more to. No, my comment is not worth anything more than it's just from me. I don't like that kind of what do they call it? Posterizing, I think, is the term when you just kind of strip all the colors out. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I mean, don't let that stop you. What might be helpful on your time lapse is it's very staccato, which you had a very short shutter and then your time interval. If you can like take your ISO down to 200 on your G7, increase your f-stop way up, and then get your shutter speed down. So if you're taking one shot every second, which it looked about once every second, try to get your shutter speed to be about half a second. What that'll do is create a nice motion blur, so they're kind of like flowing around everywhere as opposed to kind of jerking around. ISO was at 200, okay. Put the ring for, let's see. The, your interval was like 1 second, was it not? And then your shutter speed to me looked like it was like 1/60th or 1/120th. It was like a standard photo. Didn't want to give people's images away. 2 second interval. Okay, so put it at 2 seconds and for your interval, and change your shutter speed to 1 second. Then you won't have to worry about their images of their faces because they will be slightly blurred out. It'll also just kind of create a fluid kind of streak motion for each of the people. And all the stuff that is stationary, like the racks that were there and the countertops and all that, that'll all still stay stationary. You'll just see movement cruising around it. Try it. I mean, you know, it's next time you're shooting a time lapse there, shoot one way, shoot one the other, and then choose it in post. See which one you like. I mean, it's all about serving the image as well. There are times like construction, when you're like shooting time lapse of a building being constructed, you wouldn't want to do the slow shutter because you want to actually see the process of every brick being laid. But if you're watching people kind of move throughout, you know, traffic or you know, cars moving, you want a little bit of that motion blur to enhance that motion. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Half of whatever the time lapse speed. That's the same thing in video. So if you're shooting 24 frames a second, you want your shutter speed to be half of that, so 1/48th of a second. It's not dead fast. You must do it, but it's a good starting point, unless your vision or your creativity says otherwise. I mean, it's always up to you. I did not think it sucked. I don't like the coloring, but I like the image. I like the music. It went with it. You could also do it's just in post, because you're taking a 16 megapixel photo there. You could just do a slow push in on some of those shots just to kind of give it a third movement. Just start at full wide, and then just do it in post while you're editing. Just kind of zoom it in like 7%. Just anything to just slightly edge it forward. And then yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, you're never going to make everybody happy, and you should never try. You should learn and move along. You have done that one. Now learn from that one and do something else. That doesn't mean that one was bad. You may need to use that technique somewhere along the line. But now you know how to do that one. Now change it up a little bit. Try something new. Keep adding to that repertoire. No. Don't zoom the camera lens. You're shooting 16 megapixels, which is larger than you need for even 4K video. So in post, so you're stacking all those images in Premiere or whatever you're editing in, take it when you're all the way wide out, you can actually zoom in 200% in the editor, and you still won't have surpassed the 4K resolution. And Instagram is not even 4K, so who cares? Instagram is 124 by 124. So you can zoom way in, although that would feel a little weird in that scene. But if you just take it and say start at 100% and then end at 107%, and just on that little like 5-second clip, it'll just kind of do this slow push in. Don't do it on the lens. You can do it on the lens, but I wouldn't. Speaking of learning from mistakes, is there anything in your electrical system you would have bought or done differently? Good question. Let me think. So here's what I would do differently. I have 2 fans up there. I would not. It's tough. So I would try not to put 2 fans up there. I would have the one over the bed in the back and leave the other one not there, which would then allow more room for solar panels. I didn't think about that when I first put in my 2 fans, because what I really wanted, because I live in Texas, it's hot, so I wanted to have a push-pull. So I wanted it kind of, coming in this way. What I didn't realize, and other people were doing it, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. They put little screens on their front windows, and they cracked their windows down. Then you have your airflow. So then you could actually have 2 fans exhausting out, and you got tons of air coming in, or vice versa. I like the fan in the back. That's cool. The fan in the middle don't limit your solar panels by filling up with your fans. The charge controller is fine. I mean, it's an okay charge controller. You can't add but one more solar panel to it before it's out of rating of its power input. Um, the Sterling power is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. Batteries. Um, I wish I wish I had the money to do a lithium ion pack for 12 reasons. Number one, I would only need one battery instead of two because I have 500 amp hours of battery in there. But because you're not supposed to deplete AGM batteries more than 50% or you'll prematurely age them, I really only have 250 amp hours of usability. Lithium ion, you could deplete all the way to zero and it's no problem. So I would have had A, one less battery. B, the batteries are a little bit smaller. C would have been on one side, and then I could have dedicated that entire right side for more storage stuff that I need. The other, you're doing a dual 6-volt series parallel stuff. Yeah, that's cool. What size batteries are you doing? The 200 amp hour 6-volt golf cart batteries, or the 205s, or are you going with the larger 380 amp hour big tall ones? I mean, they weigh a lot. Putting them in the back, like I did, I can tell you really helps performance on ice, snow, wet roads, everything, because it's really light in the back with a diesel in the front. I mean, those are 160 pounds a piece, so that's 320 pounds back there behind the wheel, so it really helps it be stable. Plus, it gives it kind of that cool, sporty feel as you cruise around the corners. I mean, the solar panels are fine. Yeah, I mean, if I could change one thing right now, it would just be I would take one fan out, just because it would give me the flexibility to have more stuff I could put on the roof. 220 amp hours, 2x6. Okay, so are you doing 4 batteries or 2 batteries? 2 giant 12. Okay, so you're series parallel, right? Okay, so you would be, you would have 440 amp hours, of which you would only be able to deplete 220. Keep that in mind. You don't want to deplete more than that. They tell you not to deplete it more than 40%, like take it down to 60 and then stop. But I mean, AGMs are a little bit better. So do keep that in mind. Now that will last a lot. I mean, I run all my camera gear. I run my laptops. I run the fans. I run that refrigerator that I have in there. It runs 24/7 all the time. I always keep it stocked full of drinks. I've got food in there. I have DeWalt battery chargers in there. I've got a lot of stuff that's in there that just runs all the time. And I don't have any problems with capacity. So you might be okay with 440. It just depends on what you're going to do. Yeah, it definitely shortens the lifespan of the battery. Are those AGM batteries? Just keep in mind, if they're not AGM, they need to be vented. You do not want that hydrogen off gas in your van. That might make for a very loud boom one day. Yeah, is that any better? My battery died on my wireless, which means probably my receiver is going to die soon. Can't believe that H4n has lasted as long as it has. Audio back. Talking about batteries, and I'm out of batteries. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Matt Bolton music. Oh, Wild Wild West. Nice. Dreams. I like Fleetwood Mac. Let's see. So I was asking what your plans for your van were, and that probably when my batteries went out. But wanted to know what kind of van you had and what you were planning to do with it. I'm playing your channel. I hope that's okay. Let me know if it's not. I'll stop it. Yeah, I can dig that. Live solo. I like that. That is a big trend right now. Just using stomp boxes to record. Yeah, I gave you a subscription there. No, it's not. That's a good video. What are you talking about? All right, he doesn't like his video here. Hold on. All right, what's your best video, Matt? We'll take a look at your best one. Let's see. RC300 Looper. Yeah, that's so meta. I like that kind of stuff. Just kind of laid back. That's kind of music I'd just be sitting there listening, smoke a cigar, have a few beers, maybe 6. Let's see. You legend. Let's see here. My videos are terrible. I need help with video production. Well, all right. Pick one of your videos, Matt. Tell me which one to look at, and I will look, and I will tell you what I would recommend you do for as cheap as possible to up your value a little bit. Up your value. That sounded bad. See, Matt, you came to like the one-stop shop. Let's talk about sprinters. Let's talk about video production. We'll talk about music. Man, what, I'm going to pull my Moog out here. We'll have a good time. Let's see here. Let's go to videos. Get a G7. Yeah. Jason and Tony would both tell you to get a G7, and I would probably would as well. Let's see. Golden Edge by Beck. Matt Bolton. $5 years. What's your best video? I'm going to click on Dreams then. Here we go. Yeah. Dude, Golden Age. All right. We'll go Golden Age here. That one's not bad. Golden Age, Golden Age, Golden Age. There it is, the Golden Age. There we go. Oh, nice. Got the GoPro on the end. That's very Huey Lewis in the News there. Also, Phil Collins did that as well. If Bill was still on here, he'd probably be getting a kick out of this. This is my buddy Bill. He's a guitarist. 808. You need two GoPros if you're going to do that. So you need one for the look at you, but it needs to show your entire neck all the way down. Well, you need to show your entire neck all the way down. So you could do it with two. You could have the one pointing at you and then one pointed straight down that neck, because you want to highlight your instrument every once in a while. But it does give you that nice point of view shot. I don't like that framing right there. I would have backed up just a little bit on the wide shot that you have. Back it up just a little bit. Bring it down just slightly so that you're just the maybe 2 inches of headroom before it cuts it off. And then that way you'd have where your feet are doing, and that would just provide a little more. Just a little more excitement to the people. I dig the music though.
It's a dangerous road, it's a desolate view. These distant lights, but they're too far and few.
Yeah, live streaming probably is the future.
The sun don't shine.
Kind of sad that they're only listening to 2 minutes and 14 seconds of it, though. Yeah, it's good music, Jason. You're right. I like the arrangement that you've done with it. It's...
Oh, these days I barely get by. I don't even try.
Nah, I could listen to that for quite a while. But I want to fix that GoPro so bad. I want to move that GoPro. Videolytics. Yeah, that's it's called TubeBuddy. It allows me to see kind of a bit of insight into your channel, seeing how you're performing. Like here's your tags. You can use a whole lot more tags out there. I can actually look at your search rankings to see what your tags are, where you're pulling in. It used to tell me a little more like, let's just see. I keep clicking the wrong thing. So search rankings, it's going to tell me, so Matt Bolton. So you're number 15 when people are searching for you. You need to get more keywords out there and tags to bring them into you. Let's see what else we got here. Channelytics. Let's just look at your Channelytics here for a moment. I'm getting more subscribers, but I mean, not today.
Today we're even. Views 132. Yeah, I mean, when did you start this channel? When did you start promoting this channel? Actually, would be the more correct. So 11 years ago, dude. Nice. Yeah, I did that. Mine's like 11 years old as well, but I had to delete all my old videos because I used music. Yeah, you don't push YouTube, man. It's free. Get it out there. Do some more of that music. Do it. Like in your garage or something, and demonstrate using the looper, because there's lots of people that really don't understand it. Periscope. I have never played with Periscope. I have watched it a couple times. Fly in here. Let's see here. Matt Bolton. Let's see what about we got here. I stopped posting too. It takes too long to put together videos. Oh, come on, Tyler. Your videos were cool, man. I enjoyed virtually hanging out with you when you go to your Halloween parties and Christmas parties and all kinds of stuff. It does take a long time to put videos together. It becomes quite, what is that? What'd you do? You just hide your video? There it goes. Yeah, Jason, get you YouTube. Start uploading. You probably have more subscribers than me. I want to hear 10 months ago. What's that Dire Straits song? Crap, it's like the first song on their album. I can't remember it. Love that song, but I can't remember it. It's pretty sad. Let's see here. So, anybody else got anything they want to chat about? I'm going to try to pack it in here shortly. We've got to do some things early in the morning. Man, Tyler, you hung out all night. Thank you. No, not Money for Nothing. The other, let me find it. It's Sultans of Swing. Yeah, I love that. Wait, is that it? It's gotta be it. No, it is not it. It's not the one I want. I want, hold on. I think that's the name of the album. No. Let's see. Not Walk of Life, not Money for Nothing. Oh. No, So Far Away. That's it. That is, yeah. I put that on vinyl and just go to town. Well, I better stop playing that. It'll flag my YouTube. That is a cool song. I love that. Do that one in a loop. That would be cool. Jumping footage. Let's start. That was starting perfect timing. Thinking of buying the Panasonic 25mm 1.7. You know if it's any good? Yes, Tony, I do. It's right there. Actually, that's the Olympus version of it. But, I mean, they're really close. My buddy Bill, who is on here periodically, he has the Panasonic version of it. Both really good lenses. The Olympus, I think, is a little bit narrower, but a little longer. But I had it up there. I had the Olympus version of it until the battery died on that. Down to the Waterline is a great song by them. Yes, it is. I play that all the time on Periscope. He's really pimping Periscope tonight. I have to look into that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to kind of close her down here. Money for nothing. Money for nothing. You got all that money you can have. Oh, wait, it's all blank. Man, I can't believe this H4n lasted this whole time. That is wild. Or did it? Yeah, it did. Or did? Yeah. Interesting. Oh no. Oh, it died. That's why. So we're on laptop audio now. That's why it sounds funny. Ah, fair enough. Another thing to tell me to go to bed. Let's see. Yeah, Tyler's videos are awesome. I enjoyed watching Tyler's, but he doesn't do them anymore. Tyler, come on, put out a video. Jason wants a video. I want a video. Last time you did one was, good grief, dude. It's too long ago. Let's pull up Tyler here. You're on the left, way down here at the bottom. Tyler, there you are. Yeah, the Halloween party was like 4 months ago, dude. Yeah, your travels. Oh yeah, the Paris catacombs. That was so wild. I remember. Yeah. Movie on a boosted board. Yep. Good stuff, man. You need to edit at least one video every year. Well, you show that money advice on how to start from no paying client to get your first paying client. Yeah. Start taking jobs for any reason. Just work. Even if it's shooting a music video for your friends down the street, anything you can do, get material, because material is what sells you. People will look and they'll say, oh, you can shoot a music video, or oh, you can shoot a nature doc, or oh, you can do this, because you've already done it. Shoot. Learn that camera in and out. Learn the techniques. Learn where to do stuff. Just constantly do it. I mean, you're in a film-heavy town in Atlanta, so you should not have any problems finding people to work on. Yeah, just shoot. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see here. So I come on this live feed. I'm learning I'm not talented in comparison. Go learn and study. We can all learn something. We can all learn. Yeah, don't work too much for free. That's right. Always build up until you have done well enough in that you can charge, and then charge more, and then charge more. And then once you reach a certain point, don't ever do anything for cheap, because you're just screwing yourself out of money. Jason, you don't suck compared to everybody else, because I know lots of people who can't take a dadgum picture, and you can, sir. So, no. Any advice for adding computer screens to videos? Yeah, OBS Studio. I don't think I can loop to this. Oh man, if I do, I wonder what will happen. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see what happens. I didn't do it. Okay. Oh, desktop. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, OBS Studio is free. It's a little difficult to learn. It has taken me a long time to figure it out, and I keep adding a little bit more. Did someone say loop, or did you say it's OBS? Like Oscar, Bravo, Sierra. There we go. Get my phonetics right. It's called OBS Studio, and it's free. Find a couple of YouTube videos on how to set it up, because you can screen capture from it. You can record audio from it. I'm doing this whole thing from it. I can switch between the studio webcam that died and the web browser, and even a music that isn't playing. You can add a bunch of scenes. I'm planning on having a couple of cameras. I actually got a little button box that I can push coming. Yeah, OBS. It's free. Do that. I want to be a vid king. Start by being a vid prince, then work your way up. It's a bit early for me acting up. It's a bit late for me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm probably going to jump out of here. I will most likely be doing my live stream on Sunday, but I may do one Saturday evening. I don't know yet. Sunday, I've got to travel to San Antonio, and then next week I'm going to Dallas. So my schedule is going to be all over the place. But Matt, absolutely, come back anytime, hang out, subscribe if you haven't already. I think you already said you did. Yeah, just hang out. I'm growing this channel. I am going to have more Sprinter videos. I'm going to have all kinds of videos, and I want to hear some more. I want to see some more videos, and I want you to move that GoPro. And then Jason, thank you, sir, for being here pretty much every week. I don't think you missed one yet. And thank you for loving my channel. I love you back. I love everybody. You know, we all can learn so much from each and every person. Everybody, you can learn at least one thing from anybody on the planet. So never close yourself off. But groupie, I got my groupie. But you know, as I like to always close it out, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. We'll see you.